The digestive tract is made up of a series of the structure and the organ which food and liquid travel through to be the observed the distribute for us around the body, starting the lips and the digestive tract consist of the oral cavity and the pharynx of the esophagus and the stomach. The small intestine and the large intestine and the anus food is prepared for its journey through the digestive tract by a mechanical process called mastication or the chewing taking place in the mouth, inside the oral cavity and the canines and permanent cut and the tear up food. The molar at the back then crush and grind up the food and tongue. In conjunction with the cheek guides the food around the vestibule between the upper and lower teeth using saliva. The mold and the food into a ball shape called the bolus. Sympathetic and the parasympathetic nervous system supply constant flow of saliva to the mouth. Even when food is not present, enzymes called the lysosome and the amylase around are found with the secretion of the membranes which line the oral cavity and the salivary glands. This help to soften the foods. The digestive process can begin after swallowing amylase using the process called exempting hydrolytic which dissolve food and lysosomes can dissolve certain bacteria when swallowed. The boneless is forced into and down the pharynx by a series of peripheral constriction. This transport the balls through the esophagus where it enters the stomach through the lower esophagus sphincter inside the hollow sphincter inside the hollow muscles organ the stomach and the bilis the chews and the becomes a semi-liquid mass known as the chyme. The time is mixed with highly acid enzyme rich gastric juice and the further digest so the fertilize become more skilled and can move into the small intestine. The gastric juice contains hydrochloric acid, water, mineral salt, enzymes, and insect factor to allow observation of vitamin B. Bile, in particular, is used to neutralize and the acid in the stomach. The chyme is then passed through the small intestine gradually as part become ready for further digestion. The lower digestive tract houses the small intestine and the large intestine or colon. Inside the first section of the small intestine and the duodenum, the chyme stimulate and the pancreas to release a fluid mixture of pancreatic juice and bile. The bile was used to break down fat globules, providing the large surface area for the enzyme. Pancreatic lips to digest fats into fatty acid and glycerol. This is called amylation scrubber. Lactate and the maltase are secreted through the lining of the small intestine and the chyme is continually moved through the jelly and ileum reduced inside competition until it can be absorbed by the intestinal wall through transformation through the bloodstream. Segmentary contraction of the smooth muscle intensive wall occur in the irregular manner to move the context for content through the digestive tract. The walls of the small intestine are covered with tiny muscle wallow which increase the surface area allowing for better observation of vital nutrition. Food material that cannot be absorbed is passed into the large intestine where bacteria eat down and other waste products are picked up. The primary function of the large intestine is to absorb water and store facial matter. Once all the nutrition and most of the water have been absorbed from the gyms, non-digestive waste is compact and pushed through the end of the large intestine to the sigmoid colon of the rectum where it's stored as factor matter and excreted from the body via the anal canal. Enzymes are released into multiple organs along the alimentary canal. For example, salivary amylase is secreted from the salivary glands and the pepsin and the gastric lipsing and the secreted from the gastric gland. And enzymes is the catalytic reaction inside the cells is their life supporting process can be carried out efficiently for the digestive system. These are the breakdown macronutrients, food molecules, and the speed of the digestive process. The intensive environment of the digestive system must have a suitable pH level for this catalytic reaction to happen. The optimum temperature for enzymes found in the human body is body temperature. The optimal pH condition for each enzyme are shown in the table. The enzymes that operate best is acidic conditions are those which enter the stomach. For example, gastric lipstick and the pepsin. Once enzyme rich steam leaves the stomach and enters the dermatitis and the acidic content of the neutralized by the alkali bile, then we see the enzymes such as trypsin and the pancreatic amylase and the lipase secreted from the pancreas into the dermatitis. These enzymes operate based in the alkaline condition. Each enzyme molecule has an active site which allow it is bound with specific substrate. The active site has a genetic shape and the particular chemical signal which will only allow the specific substrate to bond with its complementary shape. When the substance attached to the enzyme active site as enzyme substrate complex to it is from inside the complex, the reaction takes place. The create a product depending which is enzyme at the separate bond together. When the end product is released can be transferred and the storage leaving the active site can for the process start. Chemical digestion is the process of the digestion where the large molecules are broken into the smaller molecules using the enzyme as the carbohydrate, protein, and the lipsin and amylase of the carbohydrate, which is the products in the mouth and pancreas, then the secrete into the alimentary canal. The purpose of the analysis digestion starting in the malleable glucose on the lining of the small intestinal pancreas is such as the pepsin is the trypsin breakdown proteins and into the amino acid pepsin and the produce when the protein is digestion in the stomach and the trypsin is the produced in the pancreas to be secreted into the duodenum with the lipsin of the enzyme. Lipsin in the enzyme digestion, lipsin in the fatty acid and the glycerin mechanical digestion or catabolism is the physical breakdown of the large food structure into the smaller food structure. Mostly it is taken the place into the mouth before the bolus is travel throughout the digestion system and the chemical process takes place. Both mechanical and the chemical digestion processes exit to the breakdown food molecules and increase the surface area to allow nutrition to be absorbed effectively. In the 2016 of the Department of the Health release of the latest copy of the Eat Well Guide to Healthy Balance of the Diet and Lifestyle is the UK of the deficit complex carbohydrates and vitamins and the recommendations of the maximum nutrition benefits of the next food group is balanced